Hello everyone. In this lecture, I will discuss about the procedure of ABC analysis to classify the items for the categories of A, B and C. First we have to see the what are the steps are involving in this procedure. Next we will be discuss with one example problem. So in the procedure, first step is the obtain data on the annual consumption in units and unit cost of each inventory item. Then multiply the annual consumption in and the value of the each item to get the annual value of each of these items. Here annual value will become the unit cost and annual consumption. So in the first step we have to determine the annual value of the all the items. How we getting the annual value mean unit cost of the each item into its annual consumption. Second step is arrange these inventory items in a decreasing order of their value calculated in step 1. So in the step 1 we are calculated the annual value. Based on the annual value we have to arrange the all the items with respective of the decreasing its order. In the step 3, express the annual value of each item as percentage of the total value of all items. Also, calculate the cumulative percentage of annual consumption rupees spent. So, in the third step, we have to determine the cumulative percentage of annual consumption for the each item. So next in the fourth step, obtain the percentage value for each of the items. That is, if there are 50 items involved in classification, then each item would represent 100 by 50. That is the 2% of the total items. Also calculate these percentage values. Fifth step is draw a graph between the cumulative percentage of items, that is on the x-axis, and cumulative annual percentage of usual value, that is on y-axis, and mark the cutoff points. Then have to identify these cutoff marks where the graph changes its slope as shown in figure. Based on these slope changes respected points, we are classify the A, B, C category of the items. So this is we have to see with the one example problem. So the following information is known about a group of items. Classify the material in A, B and C classification. Here it is given the item numbers, that is the model number. So 501, 502 up to the 510. So 10 items is given. And also it is given the annual consumption of the each item and also unit price, that is in paise it is given. So let's see the procedure. First step is obtain the data on the annual consumption. Here obviously annual consumption for all the item it is given, and also it is given the unit cost, that is also given. Then we have to determine the annual value. How to get the annual value mean, that is the unit cost into this is unit cost into annual consumption. For all the items you have to determine the annual value. Let's see. So in the next to tabular column it is representing this data is given model number. So 501 to 510, and also it is given the annual consumption. So number of units and number of pieces it is also given respected item wise and model number wise it is given. And also it is given the unit price also given, that is given in the paisa. Next we have to determine the annual value. So annual value is nothing but unit cost into annual consumption. Let's see the model number 1, that is item number 1. So annual value is the unit cost. In general we have to take the, that is in the rupees, but here it is given the paisa. Then if you converted this 10 paisa into the rupees, it will become the 0.1. Then the annual value will become the annual consumption 30,000 into the 0.1. It will become the 3,000. Similarly, for the item number 2, that is the model number 2, 2,80,000 into the 0.15 rupees. So if you converted paisa into the rupees, that it will become the 0.15. Then 2,80,000 into the 0.18, it will become the 42,000. Next we have to see the third one, that is the 503 model, third item. So 3,000 into 0.1, 300. Fourth item, 504 model number. So 1,10,000 into the 5 paisa, it will become the 0.05. Here it will become the 0.05. So then it will become the annual value is the 5,500. Next fifth item, model number 505. So 4,000 into 0.05, it will give the 200. Next sixth item, that is the model number 506. 2,20,000 into the 0.1. So 10 paisa, it will become the 0.1 rupee. So 2,20,000 into 0.1, it will become the 22,000. Next to seventh item, 507 model number. 15,000 into 0.05, it will give the 750. So eighth item, that is the 508, 80,000 into 0.05, it will give the 4,000. Next to ninth item, that is the 509 model number. 60,000 into 0.15, it is the 0.15, it will give the 9,000. Next last item, 10th item, that is the model number 510, 8,000 into 0.1, it will give the 800. So this is the step 1. In the step 1, we determine the annual value for the all the items. Let's see the second step. In the second step, arrange these inventory items in a decreasing order of their value consumption in step 1. Here we are calculated in the step 1, annual value we are calculated. Then based on this value, we have to arrange the items. First I have to give the ranks. First we have to give the first rank, which one having the highest value. Next to second rank, like that we have to give the ranking for all the items. So here rank 1 will goes to the highest annual consumption, so annual value is the 42,000 for the item. Second item, that is the 502 model, rank 1. Similarly, rank 2 will go to the 506 having the 22,000. So this is the second highest, so that's why it's rank 2. Similarly, next one is the 9,000 is the third highest one. So rank 3 for the ninth item, 509. So next one is the fourth highest is the 500. So for the item 504, so model number 504 and the item 4, that is the rank 4. Next one is the next highest one is the 4,000 for the model 508 model, that is the rank number 5. So next sixth model will goes to the model number 501. So highest value is the 3,000. Next, that is the rank 6. Next highest one is the 800. So that is the rank 7 for the model number 510, that is item 10. So next to highest one having the 750 for the 507 model, that is the rank 8. So next one is the 300 rupees for the third item 503. So next one is the last one, that is the 200 for the 505 model number. Then I have to arrange this order by the rank wise. I have to arrange the all the items. So here we are arranged the all the items by the rank wise. Here we are getting the highest rank for, so first rank for the model number 502, which one having the highest annual value. So like that, based on the rank, we have to arrange the all the items. Here 505 model number 5, sorry 505 model number having the lowest annual consumption value, that is the rank 10. So next we have to see the third step. Express the annual value of each item as percentage of the total value of all the items. Also calculate the cumulative percentage of annual consumption rupees spent. Similarly, I have to see the step 4 also. Obtain the percentage value of for each of the items. Also calculate the percentage of item. So in the next tabular column, we have to see the step 3 and the step 4, how to solve the step 3 and step 4. See here, first we have to determine the So cumulative percentage of the item. So here we are having the 10 items. So each item contribution is the 10%. So each item having the 10%. Then cumulative of the all the items, it will become the first one 0.1. Similarly, second one also contribution is 0.1. Then cumulative it will become the 0.2. 0.1 plus 0.2, that is in the terms of the percentage it will become the 20%. Next, similarly, it is also 10%. So 20 plus 10, so it will become the 30%. Next, this is also 10 plus 30, 40%. Next item also 10% contribution. So 40 plus 10, 50. Similarly, next to 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. So next we have to calculate the cumulative percentages of the each item. Here we are determining the annual value and also we are arranged by the rank wise. Next we have to calculate the cumulative value of the each item. So first item is the 42,000. For the second one, that is the model number 506, so the second item is the 42,000 plus 22, it will become the 64,000. Next one is the 64 plus 9,000, it will become the 73,000. Next to 73,000 plus 5,500, it will become the 78,500. Next to 78,500 plus 4,000, it will become the 82,500. Next to 82,500 plus 3,000, it will become the 85,500. Next item 85,500 plus 800, that is the 86,300. For the next one, so 80,300 plus 750, it will become 87,050 rupees. Next item 87,050 rupees plus 300, that is the 87,350 rupees. Next to last item is the 87,000 plus 350 plus 200. So it is the 87,550. It is the cumulative value of the each item. Then we have to determine the cumulative percentage value. It is nothing but, so 42,000 divided by the 87,550, it will become the 48 point something. Here all the cumulative percentage I am written in the round off values. So here for the rank 1, that is the model number 2, sorry, model number 502, we will get the cumulative percentage of value is the 48. How we are getting this 48% mean it is the 42% of the annual value divided by the total annual consumption value is the 87,000, so 550. So that is the nearly 48. Next one is the cumulative value of the second one is the 64,000. 64 divided by the, so 64,000 divided by 87,550, it will come the 73. Next one is the 73,000 divided by 87,550, it will become so nearly 83. Next one is the 90. Next one 94. Next one 85,500 divided by 87,500, 98. Next one 98.6. Next one is the 99.4. Next one is 99.6. And last one is the 87,500 divided by total also 87,500. It will become the 100%. So this is the step 3 and step 4. Here we determine the cumulative percentage of the all the items as well as cumulative percentage of the its value. Next we have to go for the step 5. Here I have to draw the between the cumulative percentage of the items. So this is the cumulative percentage of the items on the x-axis and the cumulative annual percentage of the usage value. This is the cumulative percentage of value on the y-axis. We have to draw a graph and also mark the cutoff points. What do you mean by this cutoff points? Mean where the graph changes its slope. So let's see the in the diagram. So in the figure. So here, so it is the on the graph. For the graph, I taken the for the x-axis. So cumulative percentage of the values that is given. So sorry, x-axis have to take the cumulative percentage of the item that is given 10, 20, 30 like that up to 100. Here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 up to the 100. Similarly, on the y-axis, cumulative percentage of the value, it is 48%, 73%, 83%, 90, 94, 98, 98.6, 99, 90, 99.6, 100. So first I have to draw the y-axis. So that is the cumulative percentage of the value. So each division, let us consider the 10% on x-axis as well as the y-axis. First I have to draw and I have to divide the this one. So 1 minute, I will erase this one. Okay, next we have to mark the percentage of items, that is the for the 10%. Similarly, you have to cumulative percentage of the value, that is the 48. So just have to mark the point where the 10% of the items having the cumulative percentage value is the 48. So this point, just have to mark this point. Similarly, you have to mark the for the 20% versus 73%. Here 73%. Next 30 versus the 83%. Next 40% of the item versus the 90% of the cumulative value. Similarly 50% of the items versus the 94%. So next one is the 60%, 98%, 70%, 98.6, 80%, 99.4, 90%, 99.6. Similarly 100% versus the 100%. 1 minute. Okay, first I have to identify the marks, identify the points. So then you have to draw a graph. So from the 0, 0 to just where the point, that is just have to mark the this, just have to line a draw a line to connect the all these points. So like this, draw a graph by connecting this all these points. So next we have to identify the, so it is the for the graph slope is changing. Observe that one, the here having the constant slope. Okay, here also it's a varying, but not much drastically, it's not varying. Up to in this region having the certain slope, but in this region, here observe that one, so slope is the different in this region. So up to in this point also, it's a slope is changing. So let us consider these are the cutoff points. Similarly observe, here also drastically is changing its slope. So up to here. So now for me, these are the cutoff points. So what do you mean by cutoff points mean? So where the slope of this graph is drastically changing. So here to here, slope is changing. Similarly, here to here also, slope is gradually changing. So respected, these points were identified as the cutoff marks. Okay, so next observe that one, this is the slope, how drastically it's changing, respected points. Then this is the group. So up to the 20% of the items having the consumption value is the 73%. These items were classified as a class A. So these items we have to classify in the category A. Similarly, from the 20% to 60%, up to 60%. So this is we have to classify in the category B. Similarly, 60% to 100%, having the cumulative percentage value is the 98% to 100%. This is we are classifying the category C. So then I have to write the summary of the given problem is. So here we are identified the category A items, that is the item model number 502 and 506 belongs to the category A. So next similarly category B items are the 509, 504, 508 and the 501 belongs to the category B. And similarly category C items are the 510, 507, 503 and 505. So these are comes to the category C. So this is the solution for a given problem, and thank you very much.